And Annie Power bids to pick up where she left off a similar absence. 7-4 on favourite. Bit of a puzzle for Harry Fry. Robert Wolford's Carol Spirit. They all seek their first festival winners. Likewise, Warren Greattrace. Kim Bailey runs Emily Gray. Glens Melody, the second favourite, with Paul Townend on board. Lunique for Alan King. Mischievous Millie for Many Clouds trainer Oliver Sherwood. Polly Peachum. Nikki Henderson quietly backed this relative of the great Denman. Barry Geraghty takes the ride, looks for a double. Swing Bowler, the Pirates Queen. Another one for the Alan King. Right.
Instead got beaten in that. Is there anything in this race that might beat her? Obviously, Willie Mullins has picked
two.
What
yeah, Glens Melody was
target.
runner-up, beaten 3 parts of length by the great Quevega last year. She's rock solid, as is, you know, the likes of Bit of a Puzzle. Polly Peachum will love the ground. She's quite highly rated, Polly Peachum, and you know, Nicky Henderson has been making some good noises about her.
Right, Jim, one against Annie Power then.
It'd have to be Glens Melody. She's super consistent.
If it isn't Glens Melody, it should be Polly Peachum. I think they are the standout horses in this race. But it's all about Annie Power. Bookmakers quaking, 3 bankers on the spin have gone in. It so seldom happens. If the 4th goes in, bingo for the punters.
And listen, last year, 12 months ago, when there was all the debate about whether Annie Power, there she is, Pink Silks, familiar with those by now, was going to run in the Champion Hurdle or the World Hurdle. This wasn't even on the agenda. It wasn't a Grade 1 then, and they had Quevega. We were talking about one of the best horses in training, gelding or mare. I mean, that's how good we thought she was then.
Well, I think I said last year, I thought she was the best mare since Dawn Run.
Yeah?
She still might be.
Graham, would you agree?
I do. And if all goes well here, let's hope we see her against the boys. Over to Simon.
And away they go. Annie Power on the near side. Pink jacket familiar. Pink jacket, the Faheen and Duvan colours. Under restraint in about 6th place as they head towards the first flight. Bit of a Puzzle and Carol Spirit disputing the early pace, with Emily Gray away to the outside on the left in the blue and pink sleeves, hard sleeves. Sentasia is over in 4th, then Annie Power on the inside disputing 5th alongside Polly Peachum. And they are followed then in a noseband by Past the Time. Glens Melody on the inside. Mischievous Millie is not too far away with the Pirates Queen in an orange jacket. Then Lunique. After Lunique is Dark Spirit. Towards the rear, Sureness at the moment, and Hidden Identity is Bit of a Puzzle, leads by a neck to Carol Spirit as they face up towards the grandstand now. Emily Gray and Sentasia on the far side, followed by Annie Power and Polly Peachum during this one. And then after these is Mischievous Millie and Past the Time and Glens Melody, and then the Pirates Queen. Lunique further back. Emily Gray there in the blue and pink. Annie Power on the far side. Polly Peachum on the near side. One of her dangers possibly. Barry Geraghty in the dark blue sleeves. And Annie Power looks pretty well switched off. And if you're on the favourite, then that is good news. If you're a bookmaker, it could be very bad news indeed. Bit of a Puzzle from Carol Spirit as they now head to the flight in front of the stands, followed by Emily Gray on the outside of Sentasia, then Annie Power and Polly Peachum wide. Is Mischievous Millie wide of Past the Time, and then up the inside is Glens Melody. Carol Spirit jerking away to the right over that flight. Pirates Queen is further back towards the rear. Lunique, Swing Bowler, Dark Spirit, Hidden Identity, and Sureness is last of all. So they race out towards the far side in this OLBG Mares Hurdle, registered as the David Nicholson Mares Hurdle. Grade 1, won for the last 6 years by the Willie Mullins trained Quevega, a legend in this race. Annie Power looking to continue the sequence for the stable. She's still in about 5th or 6th place on the inside under Ruby Walsh, who along with Willie Mullins is seeking a 4-timer on this first day of the Cheltenham Festival. Carol Spirit on the far side, a Bit of a Puzzle. Sentasia, Emily Gray, Annie Power fluently up the inside of Polly Peachum. Then Past the Time and Mischievous Millie. Glens Melody is just lobbing along behind her stable companion Annie Power. Then the Pirates Queen, Swing Bowler, Lunique and Dark Spirit. Hidden Identity, Sureness. On down the back straight, Carol Spirit blinkers on for the first time. Leads by a bit more than a length, a bit of a puzzle. Jumping away to the right though, Carol Spirit. Centasia still third, Emily Gray. Annie Power under very quiet Ruby Walsh on the inside in fifth place. The inside of Mischievous Millie, then past the time and Polly Peachum. Glens Melody, orange jacketed the Pirates Queen. Swing Bowler further back as they jump four out. Massive jump by the leader Carol Spirit. Annie Power is taking every hurdle in her stride. It looks effortless so far as they now reach the top of the hill. So up ahead, Carol Spirit trying to pile on some pressure. Bit of a puzzle in second place, Emily Gray. Lots of mares still in with chances here, indicating that the pace probably hasn't been overly strong. Centasia is close up still. Annie Power on this near side, just pulling a little wide, a bit of a puzzle in the pink and the purple spots as they head down the hill towards three out. Carol Spirit and Daryl Jacob leads the way. Bit of a puzzle. Then Annie Power. Glens Melody improving on the inside. Out wider is Emily Gray in the nose, and wider still Swing Bowler trying to make some ground from Centasia and Polly Peachum. On towards the second last. Annie Power now draws alongside, bit of a puzzle. Glens Melody driving up the inside in the yellow jacket. Annie Power took over there. Then Carol Spirit as they now head towards the final turn. The favourites in front. Annie Power chased now by stable companion Glens Melody, who was second to Q Vega 12 months ago. Then the Pirates Queen. They head towards the final flight. Annie Power by a couple of lengths to Glens Melody, who's now coming under pressure, and Annie Power's going strongly. She's cruising along over. Oh no, she's dived and she's down. Oh, and the bookmakers have been rescued. Also down at the last is Lunique as well. Glens Melody left in front from a bit of a puzzle, and Polly Peachum on the far side. The race towards the line. Polly Peachum may be getting there. It's tight with Glens Melody. Glens Melody and Polly Peachum in between them, bit of a puzzle. Then the Pirates Queen in fourth. Then came Carol Spirit past the time and Dark Spirit. Annie Power, who came down at the final flight in dramatic circumstances here. Ruby Walsh is up on his feet. She's absolutely fine. There is Ruby. But that was the one that got away. She was absolutely cantering, going to the last. Let's have a look at it again. But we've got the freeze on the finish. Could be Glens Melody near side of Polly Peachum. Bit of a puzzle is definitely third. The Pirates Queen in fourth. We're waiting for the judge on that. But this should have been Annie Power's race. It was a complete misjudgment at the final flight. Ruby might come back and say she was going too well. She was all over the winner. But how the bookmakers must be breathing sighs of relief. Here comes the outcome.
First, number 7,
Glens Melody, second last year, wins this year. Paul Townend punching the air, 6-1.
If ever there was a reminder that